Hey everybody, it's Cash Money Karl, one of your co-hosts of the Move the Mic Stand Comedy Podcast, and I'm here to tell you about this week's sponsor, minigolfreviews.com, a website dedicated to all things miniature golf. They even post a new mini golf hole every single day, and currently are building the National Archive of Mini Golf, so check it out at minigolfreviews.com. Now enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome back to Move the Mic Stand Comedy Podcast. It is Season 5. I'm one of your hosts, Cash Money Karl, and along with me is one of my co-hosts, Dean Berg.
Hello.
And our other co-host that's now a permanent addition to the show, Stan Dabrowski.
Hey there everybody, I'm glad to be here finally for Season 5.
Stan, you sound way too professional for our show.
What the hell?
Yeah, it sounds like we just hired a real radio DJ and then makes us sound bad by comparison.
I'd only get better.
Good.
Well, most people think after the last episode that we're all done anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
The show's canceled forever. But nope, we're here.
Yeah.
We're back.
We found out who listens to the episodes and who doesn't.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
So one person.
That was you, Stan. You're the one that listens to the episode. And we get a bonus if Jody's along with you. So, No, we have a decent following. Our Indonesia following is
huge.
Is crazy for whatever reason.
I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe they're always just looking up for money in Deans or something, or Bergs.
Maybe a Dean Berg means something there,
or Cash Money Karl means something there too. I
don't know. It could mean anything.
What if my currency is the actual currency of Indonesia?
That'd be awesome. But going back to the people who thought, I mean, we had the episode. The episode was titled "The Final Goodbye,"
right.
Which meant. For that season, it didn't mean, if you listen to the episode within the first, 20 seconds, it's clear.
And we're going into Season 5.
That we're going into Season 5. We started talking about Season 5.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was funny because somebody posted when you shared my social media link to it and was like, oh, I'm so sad to see it go, but when things can end with no hard feelings and blah, 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 this whole deal.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you didn't listen, and you're supposed to be our friend, but I don't really listen to your show either, so it's fair. Joe Stapleton.
Okay. All right.
It's fine.
All right. I guess we're now moving on to take 27 of this episode. All right. No. If you did have hard feelings to say about me, what would you have said, Dean?
Shit, I don't know. I didn't really think on it.
I don't care. It's fine. I was just seeing if I could put you on the spot and
make you
sweat a little bit.
No, it's going to be he drank all the Baja Blast.
But he brings the snacks.
I did bring snacks. I did let you try it.
You let you try it.
Got a shot.
Yeah. We'll find more.
A shot of Baja.
It was the Baja Blast in a glass bottle, and it said it has real sugar, but it tasted the same.
Karl had to go 2 states away to find it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was looking at the notes. Now you both give me the classic.
He's looking at the notes. Do I start?
No. Yeah, that happened before.
Yeah, we weren't plugged in.
So last week people were like, "Ooh, we can't hear you. Get rid of your stupid couch and your table and do things totally different." We were
definitely
so we can
plugged
hear
in.
you.
We were definitely plugged in last week.
We were. I
think your mic cord was not in all the way.
Maybe. I mean, I double checked it. I triple checked it. I quadruple checked it. But you said everything was hot. Remember, you were like, "Oh, this thing feels like it's going to melt."
It was hot in here, so it could have had issues with that too.
Yeah. But towards the end of the episode, it sounded better. Or I just got used to it.
Yeah, because
it could be temperature then.
It might have cooled down then. Yeah. Or it was too cold and it got hot. I don't know.
It was not too cold.
No, it was not. Cash picked it up and he like screamed. He was like, "Yeah!" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Dude, touch this thing." And I'm like, after that reaction, why would I want to touch it?
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's hot. It's really hot."
Let me do it again.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Dude, seriously, touch it." And I'm like, "No."
It's like the whole thing where you tell somebody to smell something.
Yeah, or taste something. You taste it, you're like, "Oh, that's terrible."
It is
Try
gross.
it.
Try it. Yeah.
Yeah, have a sherbet gummy.
They're all right. They're not bad.
He just was mixing it with his Monster.
I was too, and it was good. But these pineapple things with the Monster were pretty good. Weird, but pretty good after a couple.
So if you like actually poured your Monster into like a cup, you could have the ring cut a little bit, and it could be like a little
like
garnish.
a
little garnish.
Now that Stan's a regular host, though, I think we need to let him know that he's bringing Monster into a Grill of Mine studio. Yeah.
And you know what? Because I can't find root beer right now. I looked.
I know. You like fruit punch, though?
I do like fruit punch.
Fruit punch is at...
Go to Festival, right?
I've seen it at Festival Foods. I didn't see it at Walmart. They didn't have any Grill of Mine at Walmart. Walmart doesn't have good stuff.
You can get candy apple.
Yeah, or you could just go to grillofmine.com/20. Use code 20.
Good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea.
And you can just get it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if the flavor's available.
If the flavors are available.
Yeah. I'm a platinum member already.
Dude, I saw that guy that had the Orange Rush. He posted a picture in an energy drink group I'm in, and I was like, where'd you get that?
Michigan, probably.
You need to tell me where you got that.
We found one in Michigan.
Just one.
Because you can't order it.
No, well, you can't.
If you get the variety pack.
You get the variety pack, right.
If you get the awesome variety pack. There's a good variety pack that's got good stuff, but the awesome one has orange and cherry vanilla.
Blech.
Come on.
I don't like that one.
I got a case of that one already.
I'm drinking the Citrus Rain tonight, yo.
Citrus Rain.
Yeah, it's like the Mountain Dew one, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It does taste like Mountain Dew. But it's got the...
Focused.
It's got the...
That's not my top 5. It's
got
probably
the focused
3.
energy. It's got all the proprietary brain mixes. That's why it's called Gorilla Mind. Makes your mind a cerebral gorilla.
I like how you're looking at me like explaining like I don't know this, but then I'm like, this is a new season. We'll probably have new listeners.
Yeah,
and they got to get on this Gorilla Mind hype train.
That's right. Tell your friends and family.
Yeah, GorillaMind.com.
And your enemies, too.
GorillaMind.com/20. Use code 20 at checkout. That's just the number 20.
Yeah.
You don't have to enter the word code, just where it says, do you have a code? You enter 20.
20.
Zero.
Yeah. Not the spelling out 20. No, you don't do that either.
Right.
20. Yeah. But yeah, you should give it to your enemies, too, right? You ever feel like you're not challenged enough when you're battling your nemesis?
It's like Batman never really kills Joker because what's he going to do?
Yeah, he's gonna be bored. He's gonna what? Batman? You're gonna watch the episode 5000, and he's just eating cereal and watching cartoons of
I saw
Batman or something.
That was like in a comic. I think it was a comic book. It wasn't a cartoon. That like Joker's like in a Bacta tank, like on Star Wars, just barely alive, and Batman goes and visits him, and he says something about, "Well, I had to come visit my best friend before he died," and it was because he I don't know,
his equal.
They became best for enemies.
Yeah, like a yin and yang.
Like it was like he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. You know, everybody else, all the other bad guys suck.
He'd probably start Starlink or something like that.
Yeah, he'd probably
make rockets, bat rockets.
Probably make his own social media, buy one that exists, change the name.
What would it be called? The Bat Cave.
It would just be the symbol.
So every time you like tweet, and I'm air quoting tweet.
Yeah, you bat signal.
It'd send a bat signal into the sky for every person from their phone location, right? So it's just bat signals going off in the sky. Is there all going to be just the actual bat symbol, or is it just going to be like that, but you could create your own symbol? So like the Deanberg one would be like a crown and an N for King of the North or something. Like a compass with a crown, no?
Batman.
Just bat
symbol.
Well, how do you know who's?
Because it's his social media.
I get that, but how do you know, like, if you send out a... What are we calling these?
Bat signal?
Yeah. Like, that's it? That's
it has your username under it. I don't know. So it'd be like, you look up and you'll be like, oh, Biggie Balls Wiener 74 is...
That's right.
The fact that you came up with that name that quickly tells me that might be one of your aliases.
No, it's not. No, I back in the early Xbox Live days.
Yeah. When you could put naughty stuff as your name.
Yeah, like I played with a guy named Biscuit Tits. Biscuit Tits 88. He was actually my nephew. Another guy named Poop Fork.
Okay.
I'd rather go with...
Wait, with no numbers?
No, I don't think so. It was just poop fork.
Because they were the first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't you can't have just the name without being the first one.
I can't remember. I can't remember what Brett's was. I think it was like Tukake.
Jeez.
Or something.
All right. Well, we earned
his
our
last name's Took.
Yeah, we earned our explicit rating already.
You could say Tukake.
Yeah, I know, but it's still pretty
not
explicit.
Like he said bukkake.
Now we're screwed.
All right.
It's always Stan coming in with the dirty stuff.
Yeah, that's why we hired him. Is that your sprinkler?
I don't know. It sounded like the beginning of Ice Ice Baby for a second. I was like, what's going on?
Oh, good. It was only 2 seconds. I think we're okay. Okay. Dean. Wow. All right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Should we get into some of our new segments for this season?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Where do we want to start?
Let's start with the food. What's our new segment?
Whoa.
Karl?
Whoa, his first hosting thing, and he's going to start with his own.
I checked the notes.
Yeah, he's following the notes.
All right. So, this was one that Stan's coming. It's called Hitting Up the Food
We have
Stand.
windows and doors open today, by the way.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't get a chance to get out here and freshen up the studio and get some fresh air in here. It was hot.
Yeah.
Karl beat me to it.
Yeah, I was here before Dean was.
Yeah.
And it's cooled off.
He wasn't even home yet, and I just showed up.
No, I was home.
No, he wasn't even home yet. I just showed up and
just
went right
finished
into
supper, which I made a fabulous Italian Italian meatloaf.
Ooh.
Italian meatloaf.
It's fire.
So it had marinara on it instead of ketchup.
Yeah, and then I put like Italian cheeses in the middle, so I layered it.
And Italian breadcrumbs.
So it was a mix. Okay, here we go. We're talking about
this isn't
food.
part of the segment yet.
This isn't it. I know, but
No, this isn't it. But it's gonna be way better than the food I picked.
I mixed hamburger and Italian sausage because I.
Yeah.
Is that allowed? Are you allowed to do that?
It's Germany and Italy. That says powers back together.
Oh my!
I threw in some soy sauce too for Japan, so we're good.
You didn't put
No, I didn't do that. I'm kidding. No, so it was.
Now you're gonna do it next time, though.
No, it was hamburger, Italian sausage, mild Italian sausage because I have little kids, and I mixed it all together nice. Put some Italian breadcrumbs in there. Did the thing with the eggs and made it cool, and then I put down a layer of the meat. And then I put a bunch of mozzarella cheese and a bunch of provolone cheese.
Slices, sticks, what?
The
Shredded?
provolone was sliced. The mozzarella I shredded.
You hand shredded?
Yes.
Wow.
And then I put a little layer of marinara. And
what kind of marinara? You can just say marinara.
It was just marinara. I don't know. What do you mean?
They have like flavored marinaras.
No, marinara is a flavor, Karl.
Yeah, I guess it was 3 cheese.
3 C.
See, it's 3 cheese.
Well, it's not marinara anymore. No.
Yeah, it said it was.
3 it would be 3 cheese tomato sauce.
3 cheese spaghetti sauce, whatever, Italian sauce. I don't know.
Gravy.
And I put that down. You could put gravy in the middle with some Swiss or something.
Gravy is what Italians would call marinara, or the red sauce.
Yep.
So you put that down, and then I put a little bit more cheese, and then I put the other layer of meat, and then another layer of sauce. And then I put Parmesan on top, and then I baked it. I sprinkled a little Italian seasoning on top. It was fire.
How long did you bake it? What temperature?
I did 375 for about an hour. When I mixed everything together, though, I thought it looked a little gooey, so I added a little bit more breadcrumbs. I feel like I added a little too much breadcrumbs. I got to dial it back a little bit, but when I cut into it, it was so ooey, gooey, and cheesy and delicious.
And saucy?
Yeah.
Did you, after it was done, did you put some fresh cold sauce on it, or
No,
just
came out just like that.
Now, what kind of pan did you put it in? A meatloaf pan, like where the grease goes underneath it, or is it just a regular?
What kind of fancy
pan?
fucking meatloaf pan do you got?
Stan's the right guy to ask about this.
Grease goes underneath.
Is there like holes in it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I ain't got that.
Yeah,
This is
it's like a pan that sits in a pan.
no, it's like a
and
loaf.
the grease
like
comes
for
out.
making
just
bread.
a loaf.
A loaf
Yeah,
pan?
like the same one I use for making banana bread.
Nice. That'd be good tasting banana bread. Tastes like a little meatloaf right
Well,
there.
you clean it.
You get meat.
No, it's
and
cast
dessert.
iron, so you
gets
the
clean.
There you
flavor
go.
has
Well, I'm
to
sure,
But
be imbued
it holds
into
all the grease in to make it delicious. But yeah, I don't know. But let's.
All right, that's our first segment, Cooking with Comics.
Yeah.
Well,
Cooking with the King.
Remember, we tried doing Cooking with Cash,
right.
and we did
Yeah.
one segment of it,
Yeah.
and we tried going live, and one person was like, "Is it over already?" Yeah, it was supposed to be like a minute.
But you did
It's like-
cooking with Dean too when he made the
We
fried
did
bologna.
cooking with Karl. Cooking
Oh,
with
yeah.
Karl.
No, it was cooking with cash.
Cooking with cash. Cooking with
And then
cash.
I'd surprise Dean. I'd pull up a cloche, and then
that's
he'd
what
have,
it was.
Yeah, and
a
he'd have-
cloche.
Yeah.
And you make fun of my meatloaf pan.
Yeah, I know. Carl's got it.
He totally made fun of me for the cloche too, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had that on the cloche, and then I think the first one was like some pretzel sticks.
Yeah, it was
like
pretzels.
those monk made with like monk fruit
the
or
ones
something.
that I'd found, there's some that I enjoyed on a plane. Carl got
Coming
them in.
back from-
Yeah, I remember that.
Coming back
episode.
from
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
So the cloche is that metal cover, right? That
Yeah.
goes over a plate,
Like when
right?
you go to
Yeah, it's
like
like
a
if
fancy
somebody-
hotel.
If
Yeah.
like somebody took a symbol,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like, bent it into a bell,
yeah,
and you put
okay.
it over food.
It's called a cloche, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was on a plastic gold platter,
Yeah, you had
not
a
a real
plastic-
gold. I wasn't going to bring the real gold platter,
But-
I knew I was going to get in trouble for the cloche
We
already.
at least
were
you brought it, I mean.
experimenting with like going live on social
Yeah.
media and stuff, and then people were coming on to be like, "Where's the segment?" And it was like, "It's done." What do you mean? It's not the whole episode. I thought you were showing the whole episode live. Why would we do that?
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah,
we do
why would we do that?
Why would we do that? That makes us no money. Just kidding.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Anyways,
that was
okay,
a good like 5-minute segue to go
Yeah.
tangent
I
to get
liked
away
it. I'm
from.
hungry now. I mean,
Yeah, so now we're ready to talk. We'll do
I mean, he had
Even though I-
meatloaf. I had
Even though I had
leftover
already
corn
done
chips.
like the intro to
Yep.
it, and then,
Let's do it
and then
again.
you're like, "Hey, the windows are open."
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's go.
All right, so now we're moving into one of the new segments, hitting up the food stand.
Move the Mic Stand Podcast. Special segment. Stan Dabrowski presents Hitting Up the Food Stand.
All right. Well, you pointed to Dean, but
No, he was just doing his arm
doing
thing.
his
Okay.
cut. I thought he was
See,
pointing to Dean there.
See, the people at home can't see this. That's why we don't have video.
I was doing producing
He did
motions.
like the- he did like
Gotcha.
So later, if we need to insert certain
the
medias,
intro that we just heard.
yeah,
What a great intro it was!
It was a great intro.
I love
for
the-
sure.
although Carl pointed at no, that was just a.
It was Dean. That was like caught.
It was like be quiet for a second and go.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
we
what he-
were quiet for a second.
Yeah, I mean, you
It
did what
worked.
you were supposed to do, but then not say the, "Hey, why are you,
Hey,
why are you pointing at
Hey,
it?
I'm
I
new-
want to be pointed
I'm
at."
new at this.
We're so
okay.
good at our segments. This
All
is
right,
outstanding.
so
you know
this-
the only segment that goes like better than this one so far is Mavericks.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And food.
So would I have to put another audio file of this one now?
No.
Now we're talking.
No, now
the
we're
technical
talking.
Let's talk,
aspect.
let's
Now we're
talk.
in the official. Okay. Fighting the food stand or whatever.
Fighting the food stand. Yeah.
Hitting up the food stand. Go.
That's it. Why you pause?
It's not my segment.
I was waiting for it. So hitting up the food stand. Karl actually brought this up a couple weeks ago. We were talking and thought it would be a great segment to where we each talk about the same food, but where we think our favorite one comes from. So this week we're going to talk hot dogs because that's one of my favorite foods, if not the favorite food. And where we each think we had some of the best hot dogs.
Well, I'm gonna just say a couple more rules for this to help
Okay.
other people. One, we can definitely talk about the nostalgia of some hot dog that we've had in the past, but for our picks, it needs to be a place that people can actually go to now. So it can't be a place that shut down. Like, I remember when I had 50-cent hot dogs down at the pool when I was a kid.
I like 5-cent hot dog day at the Burr Stadium.
Yeah, so we're like, you can mention that thing, but that's not going to be the pick that we're
Right.
trying to get people to go try out. And yeah, we can have the same picks if that's how it ends up being, but I think we should really try to think of other options. I mean, we've all had different experiences, but if it leads back to a same destination, that says something about that destination, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right, but you can lead us off with...
So I'm going to
The
eat
pick.
some shit for this one
Oh,
because I'm going with Portillo's hot dogs.
Why would you eat shit for that?
Well, because a lot of
why?
people are going to go, well, there's so many other different ones, some unique ones to go to over here. You didn't try this one, you didn't try this one. But I'm picking Portillo's for a reason. One, it's nationwide now. You can get it
Is it actually nationwide now?
Yeah, I know you can get it on the West Coast in California.
You can? Okay.
Yep, you can get it in Texas, I believe.
Well,
So
okay.
it's from West Coast at least into the Midwest.
Okay.
So
And we have what? One in Wisconsin or two technically. I think we have one in Madison, right, and one in Brookfield, right?
Yep, there's 3. There's one in Oak Creek.
Oak Creek as well. Okay.
So I believe, or Caledonia, somewhere around.
Okay.
So
All right.
so there's more than one in Wisconsin. But you know what you're going to get. It's a good hot dog. You know, it's not Vienna beef, which that would be my number one hot dog itself.
Like if I'm going to the grocery store, that's the kind I'm buying for myself. Yeah.
If I got a coupon, because they're expensive.
Well, no, they have a coupon on every single package, but you always rip it right with the coupon.
Oh, here you go. No, I changed my mind. I'm not buying those.
Yeah.
But it would be a Vienna beef hot dog. But Portillo's, I believe they're still making their own hot dogs. They produce their own hot dogs. They got that. It's got to have a snap to it.
Yeah.
Right. So Portillo's meets that. But I always know what I'm getting. They make a good dog, or 2, or 3, or 4, depending on how hungry I am.
Uh-huh.
But it's just a good Chicago-style hot dog. And yes, I do not get it with sport peppers. Everybody, somebody's going to ask, I bet you he gets it. I don't get it sport peppers. Just not my.
What's wrong with?
style.
Oh, I thought what's wrong with sport peppers?
Nothing. I just don't like them.
Oh,
That's fair.
So it's a Chicago-style dog.
So
minus
what's on a
peppers.
Chicago-style dog? For people
Chicago-style
that aren't
dogs?
familiar.
It's a steam bun with a dog, usually steamed. Right?
Yeah.
I think they're steamed still.
is there supposed to be like poppy seed in the bun?
That would be a Chicago-style dog if you can get them, yeah.
Yeah.
Not every stand will have those, though. But yes.
That's a premium Chicago-style dog then.
And
That's
then-
how you can tell, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mustard, onion, relish, and I'm just going up the dog. Tomato slice, pickle, sports pepper, and celery salt.
Where's the ketchup?
There is no ketchup, Carl. I said Chicago-style dog, not negative Chicago-style dog.
Not.
You know,
yeah.
there's a place in Chicago that will not give you ketchup, not even for
know.
your fries.
I saw people like a guy threaten to stab a guy with a picnic plastic disposable butter knife over putting hot dog ketchup on.
Yeah,
hot
that
dog.
was Stan to me when I was wanting to put ketchup on my dog.
I actually asked Karl when he goes, what about ketchup? Like, he was serious, dude. I'm like, what are you, 5 years old?
Yeah, the first time I ever said anything.
I mean, I put ketchup on hot dogs sometimes, not all the time.
And Stan will put it on a hot dog if he microwaves it.
Yeah, so I rarely, if ever, microwave anymore. But what I'll do is I'll boil the hot dogs. And then if I'm feeling cheap or we don't have buns or whatnot in the house, I'll take the hot dogs, put it on a piece of white bread, and then I would put cheese on it and put it under the broiler. So the cheese gets nice and gooey, the bread's nice and crispy
Just a
on
Kraft
the corners.
single?
Yeah, Kraft single.
Yep.
Or whatever plastic cheese there is.
Stan knows what it's like to not have money.
Yup.
Hey,
And
tastes
then
good, don't it?
that I'll put
No,
mustard and ketchup on.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, it tastes good.
It is good.
Yep.
I mean,
They go down smooth.
and you still do that, right?
Yeah, to this day, yeah.
Yeah, see?
So lunchtime, if I
Hey,
got a
doesn't-
30-minute lunch,
I
I
mean,
can do
yes,
that.
you could go get that fancy $40 dog, right? Got that dog in you, but no, you can just still enjoy that white bread,
Absolutely.
cheesy dog.
Yeah.
It's like a guilty pleasure.
But I'll tell you, in my fridge, I do have the neon green relish, the Chicago
Yeah,
relish. I've got that, and I've got them. You know, I've got everything I need to make it. Usually, I run out of buns, is what it is. So that's my pick.
So
What do you got?
Portillo's is yours.
Yup.
I mean, I grew up in the Chicagoland area too, so obviously I'm a big fan of Portillo's. But and I'd still go there if given the choice. But I'm gonna go with a more localized one because I've really enjoyed it, and that's a restaurant that recently opened up in the last year in Fond du Lac, and that's the Big Garlic.
Big garlic. Yeah, you remember me talking about that one.
They toast their buns, which I know Dean didn't like,
No, I don't like that.
but I think their dogs are good. My wife likes the dog.
What did I put on them?
Oh, they have a whole variety. I think they had like 10 different dogs. The one I
It's
really
like a mac
liked.
and cheese dog, a nacho dog.
Yeah, there was this candied jelly jalapeno dog, and I don't like spicy stuff, but I did like that.
That's good.
Yeah. Like I want the jalapenos on there, and then I pick them off. Like I want the juice, a little bit of the juice.
So you're not
it's
biting into it.
yeah, but I don't want to go into the actual jalapeno. But it was good. I mean, good sized dog. You know, like a quarter pounder dog, like you'd
Oh,
have
wow.
get at Costco.
So a jumbo.
Yeah, but I mean, Costco is a fine dog for $1.50. You can't
Oh,
really
I love
beat
those.
that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But I mean, that's not the destination.
But you can
spot.
get the onions right there. You can get the
Right.
mustard right there.
But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go with the Big Garlic. I just like the variety that they had, and everything I've had there sampled stuff besides hot dogs. I've enjoyed it. Everything I've had there, so I'm going Big Garlic.
All right. What about you, Dean?
Probably Anjanetti's here in town.
What's
Which
special
is
about that one?
where?
Around the corner from where I get my hair cut.
Okay, so in Fond du Lac?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, since we'll dox ourselves now.
Well, we're giving a
Fond du
location
Lac.
for people
Yes,
to go.
Yes,
You have to tell them where
Anjanetti's.
it
I often will get their Chicago dogs. They'll usually order like 3 or 4 of them at a
And what's
time.
on their Chicago dogs?
Just
Same
like
thing
Stan
with
said,
San
but they get the. I'm pretty sure they have the poppy seed on their bun.
Nice.
So premium dog.
Now, when you get one, do they wrap the fries in them too?
No,
No.
They come wrapped in like aluminum foil,
Oh, nice.
but you can get the dog by itself for a certain amount, and then or you can get the meal, and it comes with potato
Combo.
chips
Okay.
and
Okay.
whatever. But I like it.
Nice. Yeah, Carl, the wrap the fries in them. So a lot of places in Chicago too, they'll take the fries and put them in that wax paper first, put the dog on top, and then wrap them together. So you get some of the relish, some of the onions and mustard on those fries.
So you make
And the
some
grease,
dirty fries.
You get the grease of the fries on the dog. They're really good.
The only thing I should probably clarify is it's Ange and Eddie's. Because for a long time when I talked about that place, people would think I was saying Anjanetti's, like it was the last
Like one
name.
word.
Like,
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. I thought
No,
you were
it's-
talking some Italian thing
Yeah,
after
no.
your Italian meatloaf.
It's Ange, A-N-G, the letter N, and then Eddie's.
Okay.
Ange and Eddie's.
So it's not Italian. What type of place is it? It's just a
No, they have pizza.
Burger dog.
Their Italian beef is awesome too.
Yeah.
They're Chicago authentic,
Okay.
local.
Now, when you do your Italian beef, do you put the giardiniera on there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, you can totally do that. Their pizza's great too.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Carl? You don't put giardiniera on your.
I don't
Italian
put
beef.
anything spicy
No.
on anything really.
Did you get it dipped?
I'll let them put a little splash. I don't want it soggy.
Oh, I like it.
I don't like it
gravy
soggy.
in there.
I don't like it soggy. I like a little splash of the juice on
Yeah,
there.
no, I'll have them dip my.
What
sandwich.
about cheese? Do you get
Mozzarella.
Yeah, I'll have mozzarella on mine.
Yeah, I'll get mozzarella, sweet peppers, and sometimes I'll put mustard on it. Believe it or not,
Really?
because I like mustard. Mustard is probably one of my favorite condiments.
Like just French's yellow mustard? Or are
Yep,
you talking
just
like
French's
the gray?
yellow- no, not
You
Grey
don't like
Poupon.
any of that?
No,
kind-
grape.
No, I like grape
Poupon.
Poupon.
What about whole grain?
I
or
like
any
the
of that?
brown stuff, on
Okay.
a brat or something like that. But just yellow mustard if it's dog.
Okay. Did you ever try when they came out with them in like the early 2000s? Heinz came out with
Yep.
Dean's know exactly where I'm going. The purple
The
ketchup
purple
and
stuff.
the
I know
green
exactly
ketchup.
what
Yeah.
you're talking
Green
about. Not
ones,
on
yeah.
a dog though, but yes, I've tried
you
it.
did that. Okay.
It was too weird. Like
was
it,
too
it,
weird.
it tasted. It played mind games.
Yeah, it was.
Because it looked like ketchup.
It tasted like
Tasted.
ketchup.
I mean, it tasted like ketchup, but it didn't look like
didn't look
ketchup.
like ketchup at
But didn't they recently had green ketchup too? I forgot why.
Well, they did in that time frame. They had green and purple
Yeah.
was the ones that came out.
And they
but you're
just did a
saying
green one recently. Like
Huh.
I don't remember if it was for Minecraft or what.
Oh,
It was green, and I handled it better than I did that other time.
wouldn't it be crazy if they flipped them, right? Like they did a yellow ketchup and a red mustard.
They should-
Oh,
they should-
they would mess with me so much.
Right?
But,
Wouldn't
oh.
it? Or I know Dean's gonna love this one. If they did ketchup, crystal, like Crystal Pepsi.
Like clear?
Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy? That's just
I
like,
think I've seen that. Like, but it was.
So it'd be opposite. They got to take the chemicals and put it in there to
no,
make
no,
it clear.
it is. No, it is. You know, like
it's just like a cornstarchy gel, and then they add ketchup flavor.
no, you know what it would be. It would, you know, how like when you have the ketchup bottle and it's not the kind that stays in the fridge flipped upside down, right? It's like the normal
Yeah,
bottle
the
that you'd
bottle,
have.
yeah.
So every time that you if you were the first person, you get that like clear runoff.
Oh.
That's all it is.
That's what crystal ketchup.
Oh,
Dude, my ketchup lately has been
that stuff's
pissing me off.
gross.
Why is your ketchup pissing you off lately?
We had like 2 or 3 bottles of, I think it was Great Value ketchup, but you know the little, I don't know, you want to call it diaphragm or whatever inside that holds the ketchup in when it's upside
squeezy.
down,
The
and then you
squeezy.
squeeze it and it comes out of it.
Yeah.
No. You squeeze it, nothing happens. You squeeze it, nothing happens. You squeeze it, nothing happens. You squeeze harder, and all of a sudden it's just like all over, like everywhere. It just
So you like let it go and it happens?
no, it just explodes. Like you gotta squeeze it so hard that it just blasts half the bottle all over everything.
jeez.
Not really that much, but it's just like you're squeezing, nothing's coming out. You're trying to regulate how much ketchup you're getting, and all of a sudden it's just like.
And that says a lot because I don't know how many episodes it was ago, but remember I had you open up a jar for me.
Yeah.
Abby tried it, and then she handed it to me, and she's like, "I need a man to open this up." And then I was like, "All right, I'll bring it to Dean to open." And Dean was struggling a little bit. He did get it, but
Right.
he did admit, he's like, "That was hard, Karl. I'm proud of you for bringing it to a real man." But anyway,
Like I kind of grabbed it and I was like, "Oh yeah, that is on there tough. Hold on a second." And then I just kind of.
But that's what I'm saying with him squeezing that ketchup. If Dean's saying it was hard to squeeze, that means most people probably couldn't have squeezed that. He's got that cage fighter hand strength or whatever thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring a whole basket full of stuff for you to open next time.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is kind of adjacent with that, though. We have a new laundry detergent that we've been using.
Uh-huh.
And you know how if we have a top loader where it has the trays and stuff that you put in all the stuff.
Yeah, I just dump it in there anyway.
I do
Like
too.
right
I don't
the-
put it in a little circle.
It
Then
all
I
gets,
put it all the way
gets
around.
funky.
Well, so we don't have to figure out how much do we put in. These new bottles, they're pre-portioned squeezes.
What?
Yeah.
You and pre-portion stuff.
I'll bring.
No, but that you're
hold on.
wasting then because you can't get it all out of there.
Can you put cheese in it?
Okay.
It's a single pack.
Okay. I thought we'd get through at least one episode of season 5 before you were like, let's piss him off about his little cheese bags, but that's fine. When we get through one next time, I'll bring it so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, bring one in. I want to see
Because
this.
it's pretty cool. Because it is like, okay, if you're doing a normal load, squeeze it, and it's portioned out for that much. And if you wanted, if you had
more,
yeah, you
get
just
some
do
lock and load.
Well. Of course, he brings that up too. Okay, so this is very predictable. Season 5, everything's as predictable
Just
as you
get it
thought
out
would
of
be.
our system
Yeah,
right
yeah. But if if you're doing an extra large load, then you just do 2 squeezes. Yeah.
Phrasing.
Okay, yeah, you say phrasing. Okay. All right, fine.
So what about your extra large load
Yeah.
or whatever?
He's going to bring it in next time.
Yeah, I'll bring
Oh,
it
great,
for both of you to try.
great.
There, that's phrasing.
Save these cups.
All right. Anything else for your segment?
No,
Stan?
there's some honorable mentions out there. If you're in the Chicago area, you got Bobo's near the airport.
You said bottles.
Bobo.
Bobo's. You've
Which
got
technically, if you put it all together, it's Bobo.
the Wiener
Bobo.
Circle. I always appreciate the Wiener Circle, especially they got all sayings all the time on their billboard there.
We're still talking about hot dogs.
I'm talking about hot dogs. Still. You said, is there anything
All right,
else to
so you
wrap
said-
up about
So you
this?
said Bobo's is by the airport.
Bobo's is by the airport. Wiener
O'Hare?
Circle.
We're talking O'Hare?
Yeah, it's O'Hare.
Okay. And then
And Wiener Circle, I want to say it's on Clark. I don't remember offhand. I'd have to look it up. But Wiener Circle's in Chicago.
Good for Clark, I guess.
Hey, use Google. Use Google Maps. Just put in the Wiener Circle and you'll find it.
Or the locals call it Circle Jerk. Put that in there.
Yeah, that's a band. That's a punk band back in the 80s.
Yeah, it's something else too.
All right.
All right, so that is that segment.
That was Hittin' Up the Food Stand with Stan Dabrowski. Back to something less about food.
Hey, good segment, everybody.
Yeah, that was great segment. That was awesome.
I like the outro.
All right, we're learning a little
The
bit
outro
here.
was great.
Good stuff. All right, let's move on to Dean's segment.
Mine.
Yeah, you have one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you remember what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Move the Mic Stand podcast special segment. Dean Berg presents WTF. Watch this film.
Welcome to my segment called WTF. Watch this film. Because usually on all the other episodes before, I usually have some kind of movie to talk about.
Yeah, some weird movie.
Yeah, something weird. I've talked about The Room. That's not, movies that I talked about like exclusively before, kind of excluding.
Oh, okay.
So like we've talked about The Room. We talked about Hell Comes to Frogtown. We've talked
Sam
about
Hell.
It's Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Sam Hill.
It doesn't have no Sam in it.
His
I
name
mean,
is Sam
that's
Hill.
his
I
name,
know.
but the movie's called Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what other.
Shut your hole!
Yeah, shut your hole.
I love that. Now it's in my brain forever.
Trying to remember what other movies we talked about, but anyways, they've never been. I mean, occasionally we would talk about like, hey, I went and saw Top Gun Maverick this weekend, or whatever movie we saw in the theater.
Yeah,
or
mainstream stuff. That
yeah,
people.
these are not as mainstream. People maybe have heard of them before.
Most likely not.
But one for every episode this season, and I give you guys homework to watch it.
Yep.
And then we talk about it, and then suggest that people at home watch it too. But it's going to be so it's not going to be anything, overly disturbing, like intentionally disturbing. You know what I mean? Like there's some movies out there that are really messed up. Nothing like that.
So no gore, nothing like that.
Some might have some gore, but it's going to be more like absurd gore. Like come on, it's not going to be like realistic gore. It's not going to be any. Films that you got to try to find on the dark web.
They're legal.
Yeah,
like
that are legal.
all your films you're picking are legal. Yeah.
I've never watched an illegal film, Carl.
I bet he's been down those roads before.
Have not. So there was one that I was gonna pick for this time, but then I want to make it so it's something streaming.
What about other? I was just gonna say, what are the rules though for your like?
Yeah, that I mean, it could be a mainer stream kind of movie, but it just didn't get like a lot of popularity.
And nothing recent too, right? Like because there's going to be spoilers for sure.
Yeah. It's not going to be anything like super recent, or anything like that. They've been around for a while.
Some you could probably get at the $5 or $10 bin at Walmart.
Yeah, or if you go to like a Barnes and Noble, I've seen some of them occasionally for sale on DVD, even VHS at Barnes and Noble. And there
VHS.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Yeah, because the other original movie you're going to pick, that's where I got.
The original movie that I had, because I want it to be able to people who can listen and go like, okay, I'm going to go watch that film. That's why it's called Watch This Film.
Yeah, clever.
If you can't get it anywhere, WTF. But if you can't get it anywhere, it defeats purpose.
Yep.
So I switched it up. It was going to be Rubber.
Just leave it at that. Don't.
Yep, just leaving it at that. But you can't find it anywhere to watch it. You can watch the trailers places, but that's it. So on the fly, I switched gears a little bit, and I picked 6 String Samurai.
Ooh.
And it's I guess it's an apocalyptic film.
Yeah.
It's after a nuclear war, basically, or a nuclear bomb drop.
Yeah, I mean, they don't
1957, I think it is.
Yeah, they don't give too much like detail on what happened. All that they said at the beginning was just Elvis is dead.
Yep, it starts off like Elvis is dead, and all these other
wants to be king.
Everybody wants to be king of Vegas, and your main character's name is Buddy, and he's a samurai, but he looks like Buddy Holly, and it's basically his story of him trying to become king
of Las Vegas.
And Lost Vegas, yep, and making his way all the way to Lost Vegas.
They weren't very clear where he started at.
No, he's just kind of. It starts
outside.
Starts off with that kid running away.
Yeah, very Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
like in the raptor scene.
He's got a little kid that he takes that ends up following him around.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever gave that kid a name, did they?
Well,
no, he'd say kid.
It's just kid.
Right, for him. But at one point during one of the missions or sidetracks or whatever, they did give him a name like Greg or something. But they were
I missed that part.
They were delusional though. It was the family, the golfer guy.
Oh yeah.
He's like, hey Greg, how's it going, Greg? Whatever.
Yeah. So this dude, he looks like Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why he's Buddy, and he's got nice shoes. And he just kind of walks through the wasteland, encountering different people, avoiding the spinach monster. And I don't want to give too much away, but it's entertaining. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I watched it multiple times. And it's absurdist because he's a samurai. Like, he's got a samurai sword. He's a martial artist. He
carries a 6-string.
Yep, he carries a 6-string.
And everybody wants it.
Everybody wants it because it's a nice one.
Yeah.
It's like a 1950 shit. I don't remember.
A 50 shit. All right.
It's a Gibson for sure.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, it's just his adventure through to try to be. I mean, the plot's pretty simple.
Yeah, Death's after him.
Oh yeah, Death is coming after him. Yep, because
Death wants to be king.
Yep, that's right.
And and I don't know if it was as clear to you guys or whatever, but death to me in that was because everybody in that is like rock and roll, like rockabilly.
He's the guy who looked like Slash.
Yeah, but death though was metal. They're saying rock and roll,
right, and that's kind of the message behind it is like,
get out of the way, rock and roll.
Yeah, like metal, like metal's coming to take over. Yeah. Classic rock and roll kind of thing, like, you know, he resembles metal or hard rock and that sort of thing. And he moving through the wasteland, bumping into a bunch of different gangs and different characters and different situations. And it's just a movie that when you're done with it, you're kind of like,
what just happened? Yeah,
WTF? Like, yeah, and that's
we said the thing.
Yeah, and it's supposed to. These movies are supposed to kind of make you think, like, what did I watch? But, like, it was still entertaining, and it was still fun. The kid, though...
Yeah, I hated that kid.
Yeah.
He didn't bother me that much.
Good for you, Stan.
I mean, after I've watched it multiple times, you get used to him, and you kind of like him, but...
No. Can I tell you why I didn't like him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, it's...
So the whole thing, he's, like, nonverbal, right? So, like, the kid, when... talking is just going
yeah, he just has that whining.
Yeah, but then at one point in the movie, when it's convenient for the plot, the kid just starts talking and says the exact plot device that needs to happen, and the guy's like, oh, you can talk? And the kid's like, yeah, I can talk, and does all the talking. And then at some point it's just like, that was too easy, let's just have the kid go back going to like, the kid could talk and then he goes back to that. Why?
All right.
Yeah, that part bothered me. Also, how old do you think the kid was in that?
10.
Yeah,
10?
8 to 10.
Okay. I don't know about you guys. I'm 33, almost 34. I don't know how much water to put in an old Studebaker radiator.
Yeah.
Like, that kid knew, like...
well, he's a survivalist.
He's
Mad Max.
Hold on. He's 10 years old. The car breaks down. He immediately knows that it's the radiator. You know, the Buddy Holly guy gets going, and he's like, leave me alone, kid. I got my own thing to do. And the kid's like at the car, and he's like, I don't want to be alone anymore. I'm going to fix this car and get back with Buddy. Yeah. And he's like, there's like just a little pool of water there, but he pops the hood up, and he immediately knows it's the radiator on a car that he had stolen. So he's not familiar with it. And then 2, he knows to put more water in than like 1 cupful. Because like, I would have been like, oh, 1 cup's probably enough water. Like, he knew that he had to just keep pouring more and more water in. Like, that bothered me so much.
He knew about cars.
He was a smart kid.
How?
Well, that kid...
He got nothing else to do but learn about cars.
That kid in that movie, too, like the character, when they came out with the Phantom Menace, when, you know, the, like...
Star Wars Phantom Menace?
The prequels, yeah.
Episode 1?
Yeah, came out, that... young Anakin Skywalker was based off that kid a little bit.
I could see that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also kind of got Frodo vibes, Elijah Wood.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that movie was kind of like, and correct me if I'm wrong or you think different, but Mad Max meets
Waterworld a little bit.
Maybe a little Waterworld or Kung Fu. Or the old Kung Fu TV show.
Yeah, no, it's kind of
it was shot like that.
There was a lot of other
stuff. It's a cross. It's kind of like Mad Max, that Kung Fu show, mixed with like...
Waterworld. I got the Flintstones with John Goodman. I got that in a little bit right off the bat for me.
Yeah, and then it's mixed with all these like cameos from like that time, like the Good, Bad, and the Ugly, Clint Eastwood guy, and stuff like that. Like it's good. Like what I want to do is like 1 out of 5. Like
how many Deans?
How many WTFs? You know, one set of WTFs for watchability, and then 1 set of WTFs for like
how out there it is.
Like, what was that?
Yeah,
what happened? So I think on a watchability scale, because that movie's actually in my top 10 films
all time.
And so I would at least give it a 4 WTFs for watchability and entertainment.
I think you got to get to the 5 though. If it's in your top 10, that says something. There's a lot of movies out there.
Yeah, okay.
But it could be 9 other movies that are above it.
Well, I didn't say it was number 10. It's just in my top 10.
Right. I'm just saying. Like, I feel like it's
certainly in my top movies of like kind of not mainstream.
Okay.
You know.
I mean,
Sure.
I feel like you gotta give it a 5, or unless you're unless you're doing like 4.5s or whatever.
Maybe I would do. I'll give it a 4.5 because I hate to give things perfect scores.
Right. Well, I don't think it would be perfect with your other score that you give it to, though. I'm just saying.
No.
Like, if it makes it into your top 10 out of the tens of thousands of movies that are out there,
Yeah.
I feel like it needs to have an A. You know what I mean? Like as a grade,
Yeah, 4.5 out of 5
is an A.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's
Okay.
why I felt like giving it a B as like this is one of my top 10 favorite movies. I was like, no, you can't give it a B.
Fine, then it's 4.5. But as
Special status.
But as far as the like, what did I just watch? WTFs? I would probably give it. That would probably only give it a 3, because it is kind of out there. It is a little bit weird, but it's not like so. Like you can follow the plot. You can understand what's going on. You can recognize like what they're trying to do. It's not totally, like what the, like I don't know.
I
was entertained with it for sure.
I mean, I liked it, but I had two thoughts about that. I felt like almost like with like WWE nowadays.
Yeah.
Like you could step away and not watch WWE for 2 years, and you can come back and it's like the same matchups and stuff.
Yeah.
I felt like with this movie, you could you could pause it, walk away, forget that you were watching it, and come back and watch it later, and it's like, okay,
You still know what's going on.
No, I don't need to know what happened before. I could just pick it up from any point and just be like, "What is this?" But like, move forward. Like, okay, there's something going on.
Yeah.
But like, I felt like it didn't have like set spots other than maybe the end.
Yeah, no, it's a little all over the place. Like all of a sudden you'll be like, okay, how'd they end up here now?
Yeah,
They walked.
They did.
yeah.
Or drove.
or drove
or
or rode
rode a bike.
Yeah, the tandem bicycle. How convenient.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah. All right, but the other thing about that kid though, this was the moment when I was like, I'm gonna need to tell Dean that I hate this kid. Not all the like that was. I was like, okay, it's a little annoying, but the thing that really got me was when he's in the arena, okay, and then of course it's Dean's like, stop saying every segment in this.
No, I was just looking at the list that we were going through for this episode, and I was like, oh shit, we got a lot to go through yet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
when it was you're it, kid. It was who he was against in the arena, okay?
yeah,
Right?
yep,
And then which is definitely funny on its own because it's like, okay, this is absurd that this guy's here too. But it's when the guy hits him and knocks him down, and he notices that Buddy's there. Before he notices Buddy's there, he's like, all right, I'm not gonna just go down without a fight. He starts going into like some like crane stance. Okay, this kid is 10 again, so he's got time to learn about cars and like he's a black belt martial artist. I don't think so.
You could do. I did.
Okay.
When I was like super young, I did a crane kick because I saw the Karate Kid. I fought a bully with it.
Oh,
actually.
so you saw the Karate Kid? You weren't born during the apocalypse.
Hey,
He didn't go to
kid had
karate
get that
school.
move somewhere.
There's no way he went to karate school in the apocalypse.
Elvis was the king. Elvis loved karate.
That's right.
Elvis probably made everybody learn karate.
Okay, but
The king's karate.
all right, but do you think the lady at the beginning though was his mom?
I don't know.
Like it was like Bambi. The opening is like Bambi sequence.
I know. They're running through the tall
woods, and
grass
she gets
or whatever.
shot with a bow.
being
But I'm
chased by a bunch of weirdos.
But I'm saying she like didn't even put up a fight at all. So is she the one that taught him karate? Where's Dad? Right?
She was probably Anakin Skywalker's mother, who has, I don't know how I got pregnant with this baby,
Right.
but he's special.
Okay. But I'm just saying, like he's learned. He knows how to. He's a master mechanic. He's a black belt in
Anakin Skywalker.
kung fu.
Anakin Skywalker.
Where is this 10-year-old learning? That's what I'm saying. That part's just a little.
He's Anakin
unbelievable.
Skywalker.
He used the Force.
I can
He's
believe
the Force.
the buddy guy being this cool, awesome samurai because
And
he's
he is
like
really cool.
He's super cool.
He's super cool. Even his voice when
And
he
great
talks.
lines, great lines. But
Yeah.
like, I'm just saying, the fact that like this 10-year-old kid is like more accomplished than all three of us combined.
Hey,
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying he's like a master of everything he does, except for talking. I'm just gonna do that every time I want your guys' attention
All right.
for the rest of your life. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'd get annoyed.
when he does it more of like a like even more annoying than you're doing it. Though
And
it's
he
more
does.
like it's more like.
All right, and then Stan, your try.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he's just
So
kinda,
definitely watch this film just to hear that.
yeah, but
And then tell us who did it better.
but I still feel like it gets 4.5 WTFs for entertainment value and watchability, and then 3 out of 5 for the kind of like what did
Like it's so out there, yeah.
like yeah, it's not really that out there, but it's out there a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what would be a 1 on that scale? Maybe that might
That's
help.
like not out there at all?
Yeah, like what would you say is like, I'd give this a 1 versus like, even if it's one that you already did before, but also like, what's a 5? Or if it's upcoming, I don't know. I don't know if you necessarily want to spoil upcoming ones, but just like, some people have that idea of the scale. Like, you can say like, how you like a movie without like that part, but I think people need to know that
like,
scale.
So,
yeah.
like a 1 that it's like just not out there at all would be like I don't know, documentary type movie, like
Titanic?
yeah, that's not really that out there, or but that like a biopic of like there's one called Michael, like Michael Jackson's one.
This is it?
No, he's got a new one.
Oh.
It's called Michael.
Oh, okay.
Or the Freddie Mercury one, or something
Sure.
like that.
Okay.
Like it's not really out there. It's like
It's believable.
it's like this was
could be
life.
based
This
on
was
a true
somebody's
story.
life.
Yeah. Okay.
There's not any aliens or weird creatures or some
Can be embellished, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
essentially
It's essentially
realistic.
Yeah,
and
so something like that would
could
get like a
happen.
1.
Okay.
As far as like a 5, I mean, I have a movie in mind, but I don't know. Nobody's probably ever seen it. It's not on my list to cover or anything like that.
Well, then maybe that's a good one to give that scale.
Yeah, but there's a short film. I think you can watch it on YouTube, and it's called Begotten. And it's kind of like supposed to be kind of like the Old Testament-y. It's a short film. It's just like a silent film. But there's just weird shit that happens. The whole movie, there's one movie where God, like one section where like God is like pretty much unaliving himself, and he's like tearing out his own guts and blood's coming out of his mouth, and just stuff like it's like, what the fuck am I watching?
And it's not meant to be comedy or anything,
No,
right?
no,
Okay.
no. A lot of people find it disturbing just because
It sounds disturbing.
yeah, but it's a
It's a 5.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, tip of the iceberg type 5 though.
Okay.
Because there's stuff like if you went on a weird, disturbing movie iceberg, there's ones that are like way down below, like who even made this? And so this is like a friendlier.
Like it's surfacing, but it's the waves sometimes cover it up.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Tip of the iceberg. It's not hard to find. It's called Begotten, and it's just weird. It's a short film. I think it's like 20 minutes long, maybe. I don't remember. Watched it a long time ago.
I really like your connection from Titanic to that and calling it the iceberg.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
You see how he did that on the fly?
That's professionalism.
Yeah,
Right there.
Thanks.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
He's like, he's sitting there. I'm so proud of myself.
No, I'm just.
I can't wait to hear the next film next week.
Yeah. What are you thinking is going to be the next one? Want to mull it over a bit? You're like,
No, I have my list. I just don't know if I should share it because
No,
shouldn't
I
be
save it. Save it.
Okay,
Tune
okay.
in
Should be a
next
surprise
week.
every week.
Oh, okay.
Unless we want people to be able to watch it so they can hear us talk about it. But I think the goal is for us to talk about it so people are like, all right, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you did watch it, hit me up, DM me, put it in the comments when we post this episode or whatever, and just tell me if you watched Six String Samurai. Liked it or didn't like it, I don't care.
And where can they watch it?
It's on YouTube
Yes.
for free.
Yeah.
I think it's on like Tubi, even. I think I saw it.
I think it was exclusive to YouTube.
Was it?
I think so. Right now, at least.
Thought I saw it on something else.
But we'll post where you can watch it.
But you can
yeah,
definitely watch it on YouTube.
YouTube for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. For free. And there's no... Was there commercials?
Yes.
Okay, because I have...
Oh, I have premium.
So do I.
I didn't have.
That's right.
I do not. And yes, there's commercials. But you can skip it after 30 seconds.
Okay.
Reminds me on... You ever watch the show... Does it Solar Opposites, I think? It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
I always like... Because when you could get Hulu where you couldn't get ads, like no ads at all... and then it would go to commercial on that show. I think it's like the first episode. And then it's like, okay, so now we're going to have some ads or something like that. And then when you didn't have ads, it's like, okay, so we're back from the ads. Unless you have the no-ad version of Hulu. Okay, Mr. Moneybags, whatever.
Yeah, that was the first episode. You're right. Yeah, I think so.
It's like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then we didn't go anywhere.
That was WTF. Watch this film with Dean Berg. Now back to whatever else was going on.
Turn it up!
All right. Well, that was WTF. Watch this film with Dean Berg and the gang. All right. Good segment there, Dean.
Thanks.
Mine is always going to be a surprise for you guys, too. So mine's Money Talks with Cash, and I pre-record that. We're trying a couple new things out with segments, so they won't know what happened until after the episode airs. So, and that will be a test to see if they listen to the episode too.
I was just gonna say, probably won't know what it is till you tell me.
All right. Well, all right.
I just can't stand listening to my own voice.
I know you could just skip to that. Maybe I'll figure out how to actually put the chapters in, so you can just go boop right to the chapters of the segments. But we'll figure that out. We're trying stuff out. So all right, here's Money Talks with Cash.
Now, time for Move the Mic Stand special segment, Money Talks with Cash Money Carl.
Hello, this is Money Talks with Cash Money Carl, and I'm Cash Money Carl. Many times people have asked me how they can be more like me, and I thought it is time to share some of my financial wisdoms so others can be more cash money. So each week I'll provide a new cash money tidbit. Here's Money Talks number 1. The fastest way to having $1 million is to start off with $2 million. This has been Money Talks with Cash Money Carl.
Cash Money Carl and Money Talks is not responsible for loss of funds due to the following of his financial wisdoms. Not everybody can be Cash Money Carl as he is him. Do not stop taking his financial advice if you are allergic to the services offered by Money Talks, but nobody is allergic to financial gains, so probably a good idea to follow him on social media, but not in person. Don't make this weird. Other symptoms may include a cash rash, a bulging wallet, being funny, becoming attractive to the opposite sex, becoming attractive to the same sex, becoming needing stitches for the riches, monies for the honeys, wealth for your health, happiness, sad penis, a penis, death, and taxes.
This has been Move the Mic Stand special segment, Money Talks with Cash Money Carl. Get money.
What do you think of the segment, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. I got nothing to say about it, really. I mean, I'm just blown away.
Smart. I like how you guys were like, oh, that was amazing. Watch, it's just like complete garbage.
It might be. But hey, I like garbage too.
I've had money problems before. Yeah.
All right. So that means we got one new segment left, and that's Stan's new one.
Why does he get two?
Yeah.
Well, all right. I actually came up with the food one, but I thought it was a good segment for Stan to have as a segment. And then he brought me to play in a pinball tournament, and
Carl's hooked.
And I'm addicted to pinball a little bit. But then we were talking about like how I do my mini golf review stuff, and Stan thought that would be fun to kind of like not necessarily review, but just like go over features and machines that he likes to play, or ones to pass or whatnot.
Yeah. So the segment we came up with is it's going to be called Pinball Play Hit or Miss, right?
Move the Mic Stand special segment, Pinball Play Hit or Miss with Stan Dabrowski. Time to play.
So in the first machine we're going to talk about, and we kind of talked about it a couple weeks ago a little bit, is the Stern 1979 Hot Hand machine. So this one's like a unique machine. When Stern made it, there's a top dial up on top. When you launch the ball, it's a poker themed thing. So each hole where this ball could fall in before the arm knocks it out is a different card. It's an ace, jack, 10, whatever. Not ace. Sorry. It's a king, queen, jack, or 10 as it goes around, and it can knock it out. So it's a weird feature.
And it's a completely unique feature. There's no other machine that has this little arm thing that
we've asked people
around
that would know, and we've looked it up, and nobody else has it. It's a up to 4-player game.
Yep.
So it's kind of nice.
It's a 1979.
1979.
So it's a classic machine.
So here's a kicker. I now own it thanks to Dean and Carl. Yeah. So I was looking for it for a while, saying, like, if I'm going to buy a classic machine, it's going to be this one because I like its uniqueness. It's a really fun game. The shots aren't that hard. They're pretty easy. You can rack up some really good scores pretty quick. And not so good scores because we thought he hit the jackpot when he got a 20 on a ball until he got a 10. We're testing this machine now when I'm buying it. He launches the ball. He goes, I bet I can't get a 20. And he goes, 10. Yeah. We got 10. I'm like, holy shit. I can't do it. I've tried. I can't do it. My lowest was 100 points just by not doing anything.
Yeah,
I'll
teach you.
So
you gotta master the art of not doing anything.
Yeah. So I couldn't even will it to not get nothing. But so I was looking for it for a while, and told Karl and Dean about it. And so Dean on Monday, you posted a different machine. You posted an older machine with dials, the real dials. For it was a one-player game.
Yeah.
And you go, I found. Hey, what about this one? It was cheap. Yep. And I'm like, no, if I'm gonna buy a machine, it's gonna be Hot Hand. He goes like, this one, and he shot me the Marketplace ad. And I've been looking at Marketplace, but I couldn't find it.
Found one in Canada.
Yeah, I found one in Canada, but I can't find one in Michigan.
Yeah, we weren't gonna be able to get the one in Canada.
No.
Here. It would have cost $1 million.
So Dean sent it to me, and then Karl talked me into getting it.
We looked over the listing.
Yeah, he gives the thing about financial advice, and then he's like, okay, spend a bunch of money
That's
on
right.
a
That was
pinball
Karl's
machine.
financial device.
I wonder if that's related to the
So it could be.
money talk.
So but Karl's like, hey, this is a great machine. I don't think you're going to find a nicer machine. And he was right. I mean, we bought it from a guy in Saline, Michigan. His name's James. He sells machines. He buys them, fixes them up. He does a great job. He's a nice guy. He's very passionate about his machines. So Karl went with me to pick it up. And Dean, we wish you could have went, but I know you had other plans. But you wouldn't even fit in back of the car with it, laying with the machine.
Yeah, you would have had to been on top of his truck, or I would have, or Stan could have, and you and I could have.
Looking at the pictures from it too. Back home, there was these twins I used to hang out with, and their dad owned a bar. He had that machine in there for a little while.
Really?
Not the specific one you bought, but I was like, oh yeah, that's familiar.
Yeah, it's a great machine. I say if you see it anywhere, check it out. It's worth the play. So that's going to be a play for sure. It's just a lot of fun. But Karl, we went on this road trip, right? Like Sam and Frodo going out of the Shire.
Yeah. Wait, which one am I?
You're Frodo, because I'm Stan Sam. It makes sense to me.
No, I think I'm Sam.
No, I don't know.
I was there for moral support.
Yeah, you were the one who really wanted it.
Yeah, it was your adventure.
But who's going to want 2 breakfasts? Me.
Both of them wanted 2 breakfasts. All hobbits want breakfast.
Yeah.
It's just that Frodo was carrying the ring. And
all right, I'll be Frodo. Right. It doesn't matter to me. But we had a great time going to get it. It was a 6-hour drive, and we think we made it in 7 because we stopped to have breakfast or lunch.
I don't know. Every picture you showed me, you guys were eating
donuts.
Yeah.
We stopped for we had burgers.
I'm like, hey, did you guys pick up the machine yet? Is it cool? And it's like a picture of like
a burger.
Yeah, we had burgers that it was like Schwoops.
Yeah, that was good.
And then it was like
and that was at like 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we're the only people ordering burgers in this place. Everyone's ordering breakfast. But it was like a what are they? Smash.
They were smash burgers. Yeah,
but they didn't call them smash burgers
because they were squish burgers.
No, because they were like
called it the Shoop.
Yeah, the Mickey's Shoops burger or whatever. Because they're an older restaurant. Smash burgers weren't invented when they were making them.
That place was great, but Karl found his donut place. And I gotta tell you,
Sweetwater Mill.
These donuts were not only delicious, but they were cheap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, donut holes, like the Dunkin' Donut ones are pretty expensive nowadays, right? They're like, what, $12 for 50 bucks for 50 of them or something?
I mean, I think it's like $15 and you can get like the fancy bucket for Halloween, right? Maybe a little bit more.
Well, you would know. You're the Dunkin' guy.
No, I know. I just don't remember how much they cost.
Yeah, because you
only know how much the cold brew with sweet cold foam costs.
How much is that?
Can't tell you.
Okay.
So I thought 2 dozen for $8 was a good deal. I mean, I thought that was a really good deal for those. And the donuts were like $1.50 each only.
Yeah, that's a good price.
They were great donuts.
And it's interesting. Stan and I both have the same gauge on how to test a donut place.
Glazed.
Yeah, just get a yeast glazed donut.
Yeah.
And if those are good, your other ones are going to be great.
Just melted in your mouth. It was good.
Huh?
Then we went and picked up the machine, and then we found out there was an arcade 13 miles away,
Yeah.
and they had a couple of games that we've never played before or haven't played. So
Pinball Pete's.
yeah, so we went to Pinball Pete's. I don't recommend to play. It's okay. I'm not gonna say I don't recommend it. But if you want to play some pinball or some other arcade games, it's good to go to.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a specific machine, it's good to go to.
Yeah.
If they have it. But if you're just passing by and you're gonna, spend an extra hour and a half, 2 hours on the road, I'd skip it.
I wanted to see the Lord of the Rings pinball, and they had it, but
saw it.
Of course, it was one of the few that was out of service.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was taped over, and the machines were a buck a game, or some were 3 for $2.
Yeah.
So we spent an hour there, just over an hour. It was on Michigan campus, which was a beautiful campus. Got to see the stadium, so we got to see the big house, which I was happy about. And then we stopped at Jackson Coney's on the way back.
The birthplace of the Coney dog.
And I'm not going to say they were the best Coney's ever. They were okay.
How do they compare to A&W's?
A&W's they're a little bit I want to say wetter because these had dry meat on them.
Yeah,
What they did, the
dry.
Coney's, they were dry. I like A&W better.
Yeah, they're.
I like
Yeah,
Leo's.
dogs are
I like
plumper.
A&W's.
Yeah.
A&W's
They have
dogs are
nice
plumper.
chili cheese dogs.
Yeah, Leo's Coney Islands are probably my favorite. That'll be for another segment.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
But, hey,
distinguish
we're talking
between
about hot
Coney dogs
dogs.
and hot dogs.
Yeah, but that'll be for another segment. So, Hot Hand, go check it out.
Hot hand, not ham. I know we talk
Hand.
about food a lot,
Yeah.
but it's
And
hot hand.
single.
Hey, but if you play it on a Sunday, you get a pound of hot ham and 6 buns and go play pinball. That'd be a great idea too. But it's a great game. Yeah, and I say go play that one, and next week we'll check out another one.
Well, what's kind of more of the gameplay though? So the wheel spins around.
Got the wheel. It's got the little holes where the ball can fall in and get points. It's got 5 drop targets. It's got 3 bumpers. It's got the 2 side rails. One, obviously one on each side. 2 on each side. One that goes down the hole, and I think that's really a couple bumpers on the side and one lane.
What's the goal of the game though? Obviously keep your ball alive as long as possible. Like
That's my goal.
well, but that one is you're trying to fill out
Yeah,
hands
it's
of poker. Yeah,
it's poker themed, and you're trying to get a straight in all different suits.
and they get multipliers.
Yeah, and I found out to get the multipliers, like you're getting 4 jacks, that'll get you a multiplier for something. You get 4 queens, you'll get a multiplier on something
and the
else.
suits too.
Yep, and suits, and the ace is hard to get. So if you're looking for that, there's only one way to get that. But it's very entertaining, and every time that ball hits a bumper or something, it changes suits, which is even more difficult. But it's a great family game. I mean, all ages could play this game and have it and be entertained and have it. So that's my review on that one. That one's definitely a play.
All right.
Nice.
That was Move the Mic Stand special segment. Pinball play, hit or miss with Stan Dabrowski.
All right, Carl, where are we going next?
All right.
Where we going, Karl?
Where are we going? Maybe not Michigan. I don't know.
Not Michigan.
No. Maybe we should mention our upcoming performances. So that's another thing that we're trying to do is where are we going to be for this month, the month of August?
Yes.
Okay? So
We're gonna do that every episode, though.
Well, yeah, it's gonna
It'll
update a little.
dwindle as we do
dwindle
them.
as we get through the month. Yeah, and then people can get excited. But that way, if people are interested and they want to see us performing stand-up live, they can come out and check us out. All right, so for the month of August, all 3 of us are going to be at the Vaudette in Kaukauna on August 8th. So
Saturday,
3 days from now, yeah.
Yep.
Then next week, I'm going to be at the Douglas Saloon in Houghton during the episode. So broke the fourth wall there. Ooh. But that one I'm doing a 20-minute closing set for Mike in Houghton, Michigan in the UP. And then Dean will be at the Appleton Beer Factory on August 14th.
Yep.
And then the Dublin Brew Pub in Duluth, Minnesota.
Yep.
The next day. So he's got it back to back. He's got to do a lot of
Nice.
driving.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then we got, let's see, Oshkosh's Funniest, round 4 for Dean.
That's right.
Let's go, Dean. And that's going to be on the 21st. I'm going to be participating in a different competition in essentially Twin Ports, Minnesota. And that one basically is just for networking. I don't think actually I'm even eligible to win because I've done a paid show before. But I still wanted to connect with people on that. So there's that. And then our guest, multi-time guest, Ben Giles of Laughable Productions. He's doing an old-fashioned bus tour, and I'm going to be doing stand-up in between stops. So
nice.
That's going to be interesting. And that's it for the month of August. If we get more dates booked for things, we will add that in our upcoming show list.
Yeah, and come on out and say hi. If you're out there at one of the shows, come on out and say hi. Make sure you let us know you're there, and we'll give you a shout out or something. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe one of those new T-shirts, hats, stickers, whatever we're working on.
The merch.
Yeah, that's an easy way to say all those things I said.
Yeah, for sure.
Dean's good at trimming the fat. Yeah,
I laugh every time we say Ben Giles of Laughable Productions. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Just because of how it originated.
Yeah.
Because I was in my bathroom, my very own bathroom, in my very own home, in my basement, and I heard, "Is somebody in the bathroom?" And then I said, "Yes, it is me, Ben Giles of Laughable Productions." And then I heard, "Oh, sorry."
I didn't know that story.
Yeah. That's because I think that week my mic wasn't working so hot.
Gotcha.
We talked about it, yeah. Because it was one of the times Ben was on.
Right. Yeah, I've listened to the episodes. I just didn't remember that.
Yeah. It's me, Ben Giles, Laughable Productions.
I know I had a show recently. I don't know if you guys had any that you were doing, but last week I got to go down to Madison for one call at Atlas Improv Company, and that one was pretty cool. Like
nice.
That one's designated for like just doing like weirder material, and like some people did do improv sketches and stuff like that, but it's mostly just like weird stand-up, like your weirdest stuff that you're like, it doesn't always fit in my regular act or whatever.
Yeah.
Do that. So
well, and I like that concept because I wanted to go, but I had stuff going on or whatever the deal was. I don't even remember. But I like it because there's things that you may not feel comfortable or safe doing, and I don't mean like because they're any of the unholies, or anything like that that's going to get you in trouble or banned. It's nothing racist or anything like that. But I just like it because sometimes if you want to practice it at an open mic at a venue, like a club, you're being judged. You're being judged. So if you try something too risky or too crazy or whatever and it goes horrible, they're going to be like, you know what, don't book that guy anymore. Don't let him host anymore. Don't let him close anymore. Because he might try to do that. That was just weird.
Right.
But that mic, you can do that. Like,
do some weird stuff. You can do presentations too. So like they actually have like you can have a PowerPoint up
like a slideshow,
and do more of kind of like a teaching thing, but still with humor embedded. Right. So I really like that element a lot. And Eli Wills runs that one.
Yeah, it's a safe place to practice that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and that's once a month. Except for this month because it's Madison Comedy Week right now, so they're doing a special show there with that going on. But last Thursday at the end of the month, typically.
Okay.
And
so September would be the next one.
No, there's still one at the end of this month. I'm saying there's two this month.
I gotcha, okay.
And it's an online sign up. So for the most part, people are vetted, but there were some bucket spots. But you're vetted because you get longer set times.
Yeah, you get to pick how much time you want, what you want.
You could do like 3, 5, 7, 10.
And that's the nice thing too, is because you can tell them what you need. Like, yep, I need a PowerPoint presentation, or I'm gonna need you to
audio
play
cues
this song or do this. Or
wow!
I want to try something with lighting, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, and quite a few people did do that kind of stuff. So. That was nice for me.
Because you can't do that anywhere else.
No.
Right. I wanted to work on building 10 minutes of my beatboxing material. So that's what I ended up doing.
How'd that go?
And I think it went well. It definitely got people engaged. And, I did have a applause break for my didgeridoo part that's been turning heads for a little bit on that. But also just trying different tags and stuff that I haven't felt as confident about, but I wanted to just see how it built out in a set, and I think it was pretty successful. So
I'm gonna have to go check that out with you one time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
go on this month maybe.
Did we talk enough about Baja Blast in a bottle?
Yep,
to
I already checked it. Yeah,
Okay.
it was enough. It was fine. It just was
Yeah,
pretty
I
much
thought it
Baja
was.
Blast.
Yeah, it was a little less carbonated. I thought. A
Yeah,
little bit more.
I mean, it's just the novelty of being in a glass bottle, really.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. I didn't know if just want to make sure.
And now I think we should just wrap up with our comedy tip, and we'll save some of those extras for the next one.
Yeah. So I have another one.
Another comedy tip?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean we've touched on it before, but when we touched on it before, we kind of touched on it more with like if you're a new comedian reaching out to a booker, or stuff like that. But even if you're a seasoned veteran type comedian, it's important to make sure you don't like overestimate what the booker might know about you, even if you're close friends or whatever, or you talk a lot or anything like that. It's still important to be clear what you're looking for or whatever. So
When communicating.
yeah, when communicating, like I book now. I'm the comedy booker for the Passenger Lounge here in town. So we have quarterly shows and whatever, and I've been getting messages like crazy. As soon as I just kind of, I don't want to use the word announced, but I released or whatever that I was the booker. I also started getting all kinds of like friend requests from people before that I know were in my suggested friends, and they never hit add. And whatever. Okay.
That's show business, baby.
That's showbiz. But I've gotten like so many weird messages of people like just, hey, what show can I be on?
Oh, gotcha.
And it's like, whoa, what do you mean? What show can you be on? So you still should like say like, hey, I see you're booking the show. Do you have any openings or
what do you need from me? You need clips. You need bio,
I'd be interested in being on this show. What do you need? Because I've gotten like so many weird ones. I got one where somebody was just like, do I have open dates or something like that? I don't remember what it said. And it was just kind of like, I don't know. Do you? Is that supposed to be, do you have open dates? And I was,
what dates
yeah, I was
do you
like,
have open?
Yeah, I was like, are you asking to book me? Are you asking because you wanted to be booked? And I mean, it wasn't a big deal. Both of us were just confused for a little bit, and that sort of thing. But just to keep in mind, like, even if you're, well known or been around for a while or anything like that, that you're still, sharing your intent, especially if it's somebody you talk to a lot.
Right.
Like I've got a lot of comedian friends I talk to a lot. Some I talk to more than others. But if all of a sudden somebody just messaged and just said, hey, what show can I be on? Or something like that. It's like,
for what?
Yeah, what do you mean? Like, so it's just to remember, you may not need to send clips or headshots or anything like that, but
It doesn't hurt to ask.
yeah, just say like, hey, when's your first show for this? Or I saw you posted about your first show that you're doing for that. When's your next one going to be, or whatever? I'd really be interested in getting on one.
What do you need in order for me to
yeah.
audition, or if you need me to audition or send clips, or what's the requirements from my end to get on?
Well, and because part of it, because even though I am the booker, I still have to get you approved by the venue.
Yep.
Right.
I'm really the middleman, which it's a whole new thing for me. And
Welcome to the club,
dude. I don't like.
You should be like, man, Cash, I appreciate you so much more now.
I'm talking with people's agents. This is the weirdest part, where I'm like the middleman talking to another middleman.
Yeah.
And the weirdest part about it is, so this person is, I would say, a friend, somebody I'm a little bit more close to, and I said, hey, I've got another show in, next quarter, end of the year, towards the end of the year. Can you be on the show? And, well, actually, he initiated it. He said, hey, we should try to get some shows back together your way and do some stuff together, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Well, I so happens I'm the booker for this place that's, kind of turning their venue into a comedy club every quarter.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, great. Yeah, sure. Yeah, when you thinking?" And we're talking back and forth, and I told him, and he's like, "Yeah, that sounds great." And then I said, "Well, we're kind of doing, things a little different because it's new. The venue's a little bit touchy, as far as like, this comedy thing, I don't know. Like, they're a little touchy to do guaranteed money versus, percentage of the doors, stuff like that until they kind of get, a feel for it. Well, I get it. He doesn't want to lose his ass kind of thing. And so I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's fine. So I'm talking with him. We kind of settle on some real basic terms, real basic pay. He's like, whatever, let's get a couple shows together. I really just want to come there. Oh, by the way, I can't do these things by myself anymore. I get in trouble. I'm going to send an email, and I'm going to put my agent on it. And he put his agent on it, and we're just like in this limbo now. Because I was like, I started it off with like, yeah, XYZ, friend of mine, we'd done shows before. We want to do some shows together, da-da-da-da-da. And they were like, okay, what's the dates, da-da-da-da, what's the terms, And I said, it's either this or this. And I said, but I got to get back to the venue because we're going to be having our first show. They're not 100% sure, da-da-da-da. And then I went back and I was like, okay, the venue is a little bit uncomfortable with this particular way. Would like to do it this way. Well, and so basically it was guaranteed money versus at the door. And it was like, well, the way comedy clubs usually do it is we're guaranteed money and sometimes also
a portion of the door.
A portion of the door. And I'm like, no, I understand that, but I was talking with your client directly, and we're just trying to get on shows together. So, like, what do you do? Like, do you actually... Do you want to find some place for us to do a show and for us to do it? Do you need another client? Like what? I don't know. And we've just been going back and forth. And then they're like, no, you already made this offer. And I was like, yeah, that was when the venue was trying to figure some stuff out. I get it. But they're kind of backing away from that. They'd like to do it this way. It's just this thing where I'm just like...
It's a headache, isn't it?
Well, I'm just kind of like, I want to call the guy and be like, dude, let's just go to a show. Yeah. Like, it doesn't even have to be that one then. But, like...
A secret show. That's why all these people do those secret shows.
Let's just go do a show. Let's just go do one. Like, where are you going to be? Tell me where you're going to be in the next couple weeks. And I'll show up. And I will go there and I'll be on that show with you. Because it's just like... So
that's why those people do those secret shows, though. I feel like they're trying to hide from their agents.
Probably from their agents.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I want an agent. I mean, it's really cool. Like,
okay.
I told him.
All right.
Well, I told him. It's
All right, Stan, you're my only client now.
No,
I just dropped a client.
Yeah, I saw that.
But it is cool, like how much their agent is like fighting for them, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, we can really go anywhere, kind of thing. We want, and it's like, well, what if you just started off with those terms? That would have been nicer if you would have said, hey, this is what we ask, rather than what are your terms, and right. So it's a headache a little bit.
I'll just give you some ibuprofen. That's what I do. Pop a Gorilla Mind and some ibuprofen, and you're good to go.
And Gorilla Mind 20. Use code 20 at checkout.
GorillaMind.com. Use 20. Use code 20. It kind of, that comedy tip kind of veered off a little bit, but being a booker is confusing. So give them as much information as you can.
Yeah, communication.
Yeah.
And be patient.
Yeah. Like, even if you're like...
And be kind.
Hi, my name is Cash Money Karl. I do a podcast with you. I was just wondering,
Wait, is that me trying to sell to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not me. I created like 3 or 4 different profiles and I said, hey, you should have this guy Stan Dabrowski on your shows.
Nice. Is that what you do for real?
No.
Oh.
See, you believed it. That was good. Good job,
I was just going to ask, I was going to say, does it work? Because I have people all over the place that'll be like, hey, who you should really have? You should have Dean Berg, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And the club's like, oh, we'll reach out.
They don't reach out.
They don't reach out.
Never do.
They're too busy, or they don't care, or they don't do a good job with business. Yeah, cool. You guys think that was a good season 5 premiere?
Yeah, it was a good time for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
All All right.
I think we're good.
That's cool. All right, Stan, you didn't want to do intro for us, but how about you send us off on your first official goodbye?
Goodbye. So you want me to do the bye? I'm not saying goodbye right now. I'm just getting. I'm clarifying terms with my agent right now.
All right. Yeah. So, I'll do a little outro part, and then you kick us off with however creative or not creative you want to be with saying goodbye.
I got to remember to say our names this time. Right?
No, we'll say our own name,
right,
but then we'll come back. We'll circle back to you. Yeah.
All right.
Bear with us. This is like on the job training. Okay,
yes.
We got this. Okay.
I either get this or I'm going to be a greeter at Walmart.
Well, I mean, you could do both. I mean, it's about to say we should do an episode in Walmart like you did your set during that storm at Walmart.
My like 20-second set or whatever. And they're like, okay, everybody, coast is clear.
All right.
So who's starting off?
You.
I thought you said we're going to go around our names.
Yeah.
All right.
You started off and it comes back to you, and then however you want to say goodbye to everybody at the end, like the sign off. So like, you'll be like, I'm Stan. I'm Dean. That's how Dean sounds to me now. And then I'm Cash.
Yeah.
And
so
then it'll go back to you and say, we're Move the Mic Stand Comedy Podcast. And then you
so
do whatever your bye part is.
All right.
So you'd be
I'm
like,
going to do the classic.
Yeah. So you'd be like, just for example, you'd be like, all right, everybody, thanks for listening. This was season 5, episode 1, and I'm premiere, and I'm Stan Dabrowski, and then I'd be like, I'm Dean Berg, and he'd be like,
I'm Cash Money Carl.
I'm Cash Money Carl.
Wow. Okay.
So
all right, I think I got it.
And then you say we're Move the Mic Stand Comedy Podcast, and then whatever.
Yeah.
If you have any specific rules on how to say goodbye, I like how people are listening to this and like, wow, this is a lot more in depth than we ever thought it was. We thought these guys were just like,
we thought they were professionals.
Well, it was easier when there was two of us, I think, because we just would look at each other.
Yeah, and it's usually I'm looking at you and you're like, what do you want?
Yeah.
All right, so let's give this a go. All right. So, hey everybody, thanks for listening to the premiere.
Is your mic on?
It is on.
Okay. Go.
It is on. All right.
Can't believe you interrupted.
Take 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever number we're on right now. But hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in to the first episode of season 5 of Move the Mic Stand podcast. My name is Stan Dabrowski.
I am Dean Berg.
And I'm Cash Money Carl.
Whoa, I see. Told you you sound that way.
Yeah, it did sound like your way. All right, and we are Move the Mic Stand podcast. Tune in next week as well, where we discuss everything else. All right, let's say bye. On the count of 1, 2, 3. Bye.
Oh, bye.
He didn't tell me to stop. He's got to cue us to say goodbye.
Hit the button.
Okay.
Let the whole world know. Season 5 is up and the wild jokes flow. Dean Berg, Cash Money Stand in the zone. King of the North keeps the heat at home. So raise that mic stand high. Let the good times stay. Move the mic stand forever. Where to slay.
This has been a Tape Deck Media production. Thank you for listening.